found them after like a year and a half of testing his traps and different mechanisms to fish for them. Shared this information with Fish and Wildlife, and he took Fish and Wildlife on his boat for more than a year to like teach them everything he knew about these crabs and share all of the locations he was fishing. Fish and Wildlife decided that there was enough information to start a 4-year exploratory fishery where there were 5 permits that were going to be granted, and at the end of 4 years, the fishery and the data of the fishermen, or of the crabs that have been collected, would be reevaluated to determine if the fishery is viable. And Fish and Wildlife decided that they were going to dose out these permits through a lottery system. So 20 people signed up to try to get in this lottery system. 5 people got permits, and the guy who discovered the fishery didn't get a permit. And so he wasn't able to sustain himself in Santa Barbara. So he had to move to San Diego. He lived on his boat for 2 years, became a sword fisherman, and died really mysteriously on a solo sword fishing journey off the coast of San Diego. His body washed up in Mexico, and one of his best friends used to be in the Navy, so he was able to track the currents of where his body might end up. They decided it was on the coast of Mexico, and his body was basically like on the way to, he was going to be like a John Doe for forever. His body was intercepted. But after he left Santa Barbara, his permit, every time a fisherman fails, the permit gets transferred to another person. There's another fisherman that decided to try to start fishing for these. So that's like the first half of the documentary, and then the second half follows a current fisherman that's fishing for them. And after the 4-year exploratory period was up, Fish and Wildlife decided there wasn't enough data to determine, or to decide whether this fishery was viable in the long term. So they're going to start another 4-year exploratory permit. But in the first 4 years, there had been a whale that had become entangled on box crab fishing gear because they're such a deep species. And so they decided that in order to continue to fish for them, you have to use this pop-up gear, which is crazy. It's completely disconnected from the surface. There's basically like a scuba tank in this system at the bottom of the ocean, and when initiated acoustically from the boat, there's this one center cage with like a scuba tank and a transducer, and that is connected to 6 traps that actually are trapping. And so when released, the scuba tank inflates a buoy which drags the system to the surface, and then the fisherman's able to recover it. But it's really expensive, and the only guy that he can afford to do it used to be a doctor, which is how he left to fish. So it's a question. The documentary is like following this interesting story, but is trying to ask the questions of like, what does it mean for us to fish in the deep sea without knowing much, and like ocean jurisdiction as well, and like who is in control of like this like body of water that doesn't really like answer to anyone. That was the most recent film I made.
Wow.
It's interesting.
Yeah. Something.
What's next for you after this?
I'm traveling until January, and then I'll go back to Santa Barbara, and I'll be like a contracted based filmmaker, and see where that takes me.
Have you spoken to Erin Ring?
I've heard her name, but I haven't spoken to her. But I hope to get in contact with her because everyone says she's really incredible.
Yeah, she's great. Ed McNichol can help you contact with her. But she helps a lot of like new documentarians.
Really? Okay, incredible.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Oh yeah.
I knew she was talented, but
yeah, she's on Instagram and everything. But she's awesome. She's really cool. I think she's in Alaska now.
Wow.
But she and her husband live in the Falkland Islands, way down in.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I'll make sure to get in contact with her.
So we're starting seeing the first little rubble on the multi-beam?
Yeah, we did. We saw,
Yeah, there's a few more coming.
yeah, we see some objects.
Yeah.
Is this rubble known to us?
This is unknown rubble.
Unknown.
It does look like a rock, though, so I'm just saying. At least we know it works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, that is an important point.
What do you think those little gaps are? Is that just gaps in the rendering from
Yeah,
Chris's
it looks
software,
like tearing, like it's sector tearing, like the sonar's grouping it. But
is that
not.
Chris's side, or is that our?
This is Chris's side.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is truly amazing technology.
Yeah, it is. Also, when you see these images compared to like what our EM302 can do, you know, I mean, a lot of that's just distance.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's exactly the same. It's just all scaled up, that's all.
No, I agree. I just think sometimes when you survey, people forget as to like resolution when you're gridding and cell size. So we'll go and we'll survey and we'll have like a 20-meter resolution, and then you're obviously not going to see like a PT boat even.
Right. I mean, this was the classic case with the Malaysian Airjet.
Yeah.
That was 70 meters long, but in 7,000 meters of water, or somewhere between 5,000 and 7,000 meters, and no system from the surface would be able to resolve it. And,
Yeah.
and that's why they had to send AUVs down to get much closer to the bottom. But the estimates of depth in that area, there were so few real depth measurements in that area that the satellite predicted from altimetry, bathymetry, was 1,000 meters off. So the AUVs they brought didn't have the depth capability to actually get near the bottom. And so they had to come back and bring multi-beam in to understand what the real depth was.
Were you a part of the team that was searching for that?
No, that was Fugro, and then they used a bunch of Hugens through, I think, Ocean Infinity, I think it was. And they're supposedly they're going back again, I guess. That's what I've heard. The only thing we were involved in with that was that we provided, we have a network of students who, through a program called JEBCO, get trained by us and then go back to their countries. And so they all got together to try to produce the best real data that they had. And that's what demonstrated how sparse the real data was in that region.
Was it you that was telling me, were you part of the Air France search?
No. No. SAS, Swiss Air Search I was part of. That was a pretty remarkable one.
I've heard stories from some of those recoveries on a couple of those jetliners. Those are pretty gruesome.
Yeah. With the Swissair crash, the plane went in so fast that there was no piece of debris larger than about 2 meters.
Wow.
Speaking of planes, Frank, there was quite a number of planes that went down in this stretch as well, weren't there?
Oh yeah.
It's like 1,000 or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, like over
Incredible
1,400.
Yeah.
Has there been a large amount that have been found, or?
I can't recall any that have been found, really.
Jacob, the K2's display here, before it was rendering completely after the initial kind of gold area.
Yep.
Do you know what's happening now? Is this, because those little features are now all lost in the green.
They might be covered up by the. Let me see.
It might just be that we need some kind of sun illumination or something. But see, as they've gone into that green, let's see, little hints there.
see.
Yeah, little hints there.
They're definitely harder to see with the gridding overlay.
Yeah.
Yeah. When it goes to the green? Is that the lower resolution voxel stuff, or
It is.
Yeah,
the
yeah,
gold
yeah.
is the higher resolution? Is that how that works?
That's what's going on.
Yeah.
He's still I think recording it.
Oh yeah.
So
Oh
the
yeah.
data's still there.
Yeah, this is a post-process actually.
Yeah.
This whole voxel map.
Yeah. No, I'm just, from our ability to detect something on the fly, to try
Right.
to see if we can optimize that.
Well, this is actually a good little amount of history
Mm-hmm.
when you just compare it versus time.
Mm-hmm. So Jonathan talks about the Hugin AUVs that Ocean Infinity used, and those are kind of the state of the art. And he talked about images that he saw of the Nevada that it was able to match debris between the visual and the multibeam that were only 1 or 2 feet in terms of small debris. But these Hugins carry a very, very special kind of sonar called the synthetic aperture sonar.
That's right. Yeah.
And that's designed to really maintain. Most sonars lose resolution as you move further and further away, but a synthetic aperture sonar manages to maintain its resolution across the full swath, which is really quite remarkable.
Yeah, I was reading up about that. My wife Jessica, she's at Schmidt right now. And they just got a Hugin, so I think they just finished sea trials with that system, getting it rolling.
They have the container Lars for it.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, it's on the back deck.
Yeah, those when they created that Lars, they did a really good job designing that thing. Yeah.
At one point, I looked at working over at Kongsberg doing that, or working with the Hugins, because the Navy just bought a whole bunch of their ultra long range ones. They're huge. They're like they're like little mini submarines actually. Apparently they can go up for like a couple months.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
No,
Not the big ones?
no, not even the big ones. No,
Okay.
weeks maybe.
Oh, weeks.
But,
Okay.
yeah, but not months yet.
All right. But yeah, they said they could park them at like the dock and then just send them out from the dock, and then they'll deploy and then go out and do their. So.
Yeah, I worked in the Arctic with Canadian-made AUV by a company called ISE.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And these were designed specifically to go under the ice, but they were huge. They easily, well, longer than the width of this room.
Wow. Yeah. We had at Bari we had a couple of those. We call them Dorado class. They're sort of like
Yep.
remember there's another blue something.
Bluefin.
Anyway,
Bluefin.
bluefin. That's the one. The bluefins. I think they were similarly designed. But they were, yeah, they got up to 20 feet, and they were designed to fit out of torpedo tubes.
Oh, wow.
It's like 21-inch diameter or some number like that.
Jeez.
But they're just long, big bananas. But these Hugens are they're Hugens.
Yeah.
Hugin.
The 40-foot container in order to put, or for their LAR system, and then have the vehicle inside, launch and go. It's a big footprint.
Yeah.
Hugin was a raven in northern mythology that would sit on the shoulder of Odin,
Oh, okay,
the
that's
chief,
the name. That's what
the chief god.
Yeah,
And
Kongsberg is a Norwegian company.
yep. And I was on the Swedish icebreaker. There were two ravens. There was one called Hugin and one called Moonin. And out in the middle, we were 85 north or so above Greenland, and all of a sudden a raven lands on the ship.
Really?
Yeah. and it lands on the workboat, and the workboat's name was Moonin. So there
Wow.
so we called that raven Hugin. It kind of joined its partner. It was kind of spooky.
Yeah. That's cool.
Yeah, Hugin and Moonin were Odin's eyes and ears in other realms.
Such great stories from back then. Mythology.
About 25 minutes
Till target.
till target. How big did you say this target was, Larry?
It was about 40 meters in length
Okay.
and 3 meters in height.
Huh.
So should be able to stand out pretty.
Oh yeah. We saw that little rock.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know, that was like 6 meters.
Yeah.
I like how we called 6 meters little. Lined up pretty good. We're lined up pretty good.
Yeah.
Well, we'll probably just on our shift. We'll probably just get enough to see it on sonar. Get it.
Yeah.
Might be able to look at it.
Yeah,
You know,
so
I mean, well, if we don't, depending on what it is, we might not Norbit it.
Just go straight down and
Might just take a peek.
take a peek.
You know, I mean, it's 3 meters off the bottom. That doesn't seem like much of a hazard.
Yeah, probably.
Yep.
This AUV, size of it.
Looks like a Japanese long lance torpedo.
Do we
Ben,
know what could be
Ben?
40 meters?
Sorry?
This,
Oh.
this is this ISE AUV.
Oh, yeah. Wow, that's cool looking. That's great. That's great.
Or show the
Oh,
rest
sorry.
of them.
Yeah.
You should show the rest of
Yeah,
the row.
just for me, guys.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, what is that? What's that for? It looks like one of the slocum gliders. Well, no, it doesn't actually. I take that all back.
It's designed specifically to go under the ice.
Yeah.
And an earlier version of it, very early, 20, 30 years ago, they had one that actually went 200 kilometers under the ice.
My God.
And came back.
Wow, wow, wow.
Yeah. So I think the newer Huygens and stuff
And
are
it's just doing water quality and mapping, or like bathymetry stuff? Or?
Mapping, yeah.
What's the endurance on something like that?
This one probably doesn't have an endurance more than a few days.
Jeez.
Remember, there was an early, it was a Navy one, and it was, there were like 5,000 D cells it ran off, yeah.
Oh my God.
Those are nice.
Yeah, I saw this right here.
Yeah.
Is that just noise, you think, those ripples?
These are. This is because we're turning.
Okay.
So the swath gets spaced, and that's kind of where these.
But those ripples further back, the larger,
These?
no,
You're talking about center line, just to the right of Hercules.
Oh,
down.
here.
yeah, that's not,
Yeah, that's noise.
okay.
This was real. This object right here.
Okay, gotcha.
You know, that looks more like bathymetry, but generally speaking, it should have data on top. You should see a constant stream of data. It should just be a different shape.
Okay.
I'll have, when Chris gets on soon, I'll have him look at these. That
Little
should-
gaps.
Those all,
Yeah, they shouldn't be there,
Yeah,
but I don't want to mess with it because we're
No.
coming up on unknown one.
yeah, no worries.
you see the sheet for, there we go.
They don't want to move. That was really weird. Like I kept pushing it over in your direction.
It knows.
Let's see. When you get a chance.
Just the side profile.
Oh, oh, well. That's the cross section there, huh?
Yeah.
Well,
Maybe.
maybe an upside down boat.
Yeah,
Yeah. Keel up.
Pretty hard for them to lay like that, yeah?
What's that?
Ships, they're almost always facing up.
Yeah, except there were a few of the Japanese cruisers, I guess, that were upside down, or maybe the battleships were upside down, they were saying, but that was, they were really top heavy or something.
yeah, Frank, you were talking something about the pagoda structure. Because of that, they had a tendency to turn over.
Yeah, that was Dr. Ballard's theory, was that the piled up superstructure, the pagoda style on the Japanese battleships acted as kind of a keel and prevented the hull from righting itself. Then, of course, there was obviously some sort of a massive explosion of the magazines up forward, because if I remember correctly, the whole bow of the Kirishima is gone.
Wow.
And I think Vulcan discovered something very similar on the wreck of the EI. She was also upside down, and a good chunk of her forward structure was missing.
Wow. Are we're positioned pretty well. The ship's pretty right on with
Dead
that
on.
target.
Yeah. No, and honestly, the Herc's going right over the unknown one.
Great. Okay.
So just about 20 minutes.
No worries. It's kind of nice.
A little bit of a return
Yeah, right here.
showing up. Yeah.
Same kind of shape as before.
Yeah. Couple more little things.
Little things. I'm ready for the
Bigger things.
yeah, like an unknown destroyer.
Yeah.
We had a list of things that weren't found yet.
I'm curious with the large amount of aircraft that have gone down that we haven't seen more of, if not just, you know, engines or anything like that.
I'd imagine there wouldn't be much left of the aircraft after this amount of time.
You'd be surprised.
You think?
Yeah. And on some of the dives that we've done up in Midway, like we've still found landing gears and engines and that kind of stuff. So some of the denser pieces of metal.
Oh, not like the fuselage, but the actual engines.
Yeah.
On the dive on Midway a couple months back, they did find at least 3 aircraft on the hangar deck of the Yorktown.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then when Vulcan discovered the wreck of the Lexington and Coral Sea, there was numerous aircraft in the debris field. But you could still read the pilots' names on them.
Wow.
So,
On the fuselage.
yeah.
That's I'm just kind of curious with that many aircraft that went down here that you wouldn't find at least an engine
Yeah,
blocks.
it is somewhat surprising that we haven't come across any debris.
Yeah.
I think we're probably not in the greatest area for the air battles. Like, it seems like most of that was by the airport or.
Yeah.
All this stuff was just Navy battles. I think there were a couple spotter planes, but I don't think there's much else other than that. At least from the documentaries.
Yeah. More mucus houses.
Those are siphonophore parts. We went through a big scythe part. So if we see something here, are we going to stop right away? We're going to go past
We're going to go past it regardless.
and then do some orbiting?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then if we see it, we're going to come back
All right.
and approach. Bridge nav. Yeah, we want to come to course 118, and then as we approach this, we're going to go past it, probably 200 meters. Every time I zoom in more, the target gets further and further away from what I want.
It's just over the next hill.
Yeah.
Fish swimming near Atalanta's.
Oh.
On the butt cam.
Yeah, we'll see what that turns into. Probably wrap around you somehow. Or, let me see it.
What's going on?
Some sort of animal or...
Something heading down the tether towards Hercules. Maybe.
Oh, I see it. Look at that.
It's definitely swimming.
Swam away.
Yeah.
Crud.
Little something. Hopefully we get a big something here.
Yes.
Then we get a quick dive before we turn turn over.
Well, if that is the case, we'll. I guess we'll get our couple of Norbit turns on there, and then
You do what?
we'll get a couple Norbit turns on there, and then I'll have you.
Okay.
You'll go down and do it.
Sounds good.
Just do a slow approach. Get down to the bottom, and then. So a low bait T to 4.
I'm gonna reset your.
DVL.
Yeah, look at that.
Yeah. That's
Oh, come on.
a little bit off, huh?
I'd say.
It's lined up perfect with the with Atalanta.
Oh.
Bridge nav. Change course to 123 and speed 0.3 knots. A little off because of that.
Yeah, forgot. We should. Yeah, we've got to check on that a little more. Oh, I'll remember too. What was that offset?
Oh. 25 meters.
Oh,
But I'm correcting, slowing down a little bit. So.
okay. Gotcha.
Slowing down a bit.
Be nice if that was some, in some ways automated to reset USBL and DVL.
Just did on a. I'd say if it did it automatically, it would be. You could find yourself in trouble, but
Yeah.
if you were down there and had auto altitude.
Oh, that's
or in
true.
autos,
That's right. Yeah, that's very true.
just a little button up here just to constantly press on occasion. Just
Yeah,
like,
there you go.
It's nice until it flies into one of the ship stacks.
At max speed.
Yeah, max speed, whole 3 knots. What is Herc's max speed?
I think it's like 2 knots.
Yeah.
It's not, I mean, it's like a swift baby. like a racing toddler.
Yeah.
close.
Yeah.
We're
Anticipation.
so excited.
Anticipation. I saw a comment from someone in France who was asking if we were going to look for USS Jarvis. I know that that is one that the Naval History and Heritage Command does have a strong interest in finding, but we'll have to see how the time and time works out on what we're able to do.
The Jarvis was the vessel with the Sullivan brothers?
No, that was Juno.
Juno.
Jarvis was one of the two surface ships of the U.S. Navy lost with all hands in World War II.
That's right, yeah.
Oh, man. Well, we still have 2.5 weeks
Yeah.
of this, hopefully. Where was it supposed to have gone down?
She's referenced in a couple of the battles, but again, we're not sure. The data we have is kind of contradictory, but she's technically outside of the search area that for this
Scope of this one. Huh?
is believed to be anyway.
They're not technically in Iron Bottom Sound. It's outside of the whole.
It's in the vicinity, but not in the sound proper. At least we don't think she is, but that's one of the reasons why we'd like to know where her final resting place is.
Got about 100 meters. Is that right? Or what's that square size there, Jay? 30 meters?
1 second. This is 60 meters.
60 meters. Huh? So what do you think, are those stripes real or not? The striping you see there?
I'll move it. It looks like it's gridding.
It's just,
Yeah, I would be surprised if we saw something this far from the target.
okay. Curious if those could be like trawl marks or something.
No, I think if you look in the gold part, you don't see any evidence of it. So.
Okay, oh yeah, yeah.
So there were lots of questions about why we don't have a, well, some people call it INSAS, but that's an interferometric side synthetic aperture sonar, or just a synthetic aperture sonar on Hercules, or some even mentioned, well, it's actually probably be more appropriate on Atalanta. One of the problems really with synthetic aperture sonar is you do have to keep moving. And the steadier you move and the straighter you move, the better. And certainly an ROV doesn't necessarily do that. It jiggers around a lot. Because what the synthetic aperture sonar is trying to do is virtually build a very long straight array. And that's the way it gets that very, very high resolution. Because as I mentioned before, the length of a sonar array determines the width of the beam. So you can have something that's only 1 meter wide, but if you can position it very, very precisely and keep moving in a straight line, you can actually create a virtual array that's much longer than that and get these very, very narrow beams. And so they're also have been very, very expensive technologies. There are now commercial outfits that are making smaller synthetic aperture sonars that certainly I think everybody will be looking into. But I think for an ROV application,
A little rough, huh?
it probably does not take full advantage of its capabilities.
So if I'm not mistaken, so that what those are phased arrays, right? And so it'll find a target and then paint it back and forth specifically on those returns, and then fill in.
You'll get multiple solutions
Okay.
from many of the elements, all on the same target, and that gives you this tremendous redundancy.
Gotcha. So you get the really high resolution painting
Right.
of it. Okay. That's really fascinating technology. The whole phased array stuff is amazing to me.
Yeah, it also, if done right, it lets you go actually quite high speed, which
Really?
certainly for Navy search sonars, that's a huge advantage.
Wild.
There's a question, I go to Frank, how many wrecks that are known to have sunk in Iron Bottom Sound have been found or located? And I think, if I remember, the number was something like 21?
I believe that is correct.
Yeah.
Although I guess we got to refine Ayanami and Yudachi. A cautionary tale and taking good notes.
Yeah. Or writing things down on slips of paper that kind of get lost in time.
Yeah.
And this is, one thing in our senior data logger here, that's what's so good about this vessel is that everything gets electronically logged multiple times in multiple ways. So.
Keep a lot of detailed records.
Stuff coming down.
Gonna reset this one more time.
Yep.
I was like, no way was that off.
Huh?
No, I set it up and I looked and it drifted and I was like, I couldn't have been that far off.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm not crazy. All right, perfect. Okay, we'll pass over it in about 2 minutes,
All right.
and then we'll be within 1.5 meters of the target.
Exciting.
Sweet.
So,
Nice work.
yeah.
Miss it
Well,
out.
I had to finesse it there after we changed the DVL location and it jumped 30 meters.
Still.
Yeah, and this is what I'm concerned about is, that this way we'll cross-reference when we go to the
Right.
to
right.
Northampton. We may have each system may be quite precisely positioning it, but there may not be
Positioning precisely to each other.
exactly.
Right.
Yeah,
Exactly
so
right.
so I think we'll see in a few minutes if we.
Yeah. For the previous object, had you reset USBL by chance? Oh,
There's a little something right there.
we're getting a nibble of something.
That's something. I tell you what, if this is 150, then that might have been about what you saw at the other offset.
Yeah.
That's 30.
Still building.
It's fighting me.
Some more still coming.
Yeah, just stuff.
Okay. Couple ripples.
There's a few things down here.
Yeah.
Big 8-inch gun.
Oh, here we go. Some more.
Yeah. On the center line.
If I see anything substantial, I'll drop a pin directly under Herc, and then we can use that as a reference.
Yeah, if you look at the white dots in the front, the first beams, or you can
Well, this
you can get a
actually
hint
looks
at-
promising. I'm not gonna.
Yeah, that looks like a very hard edge, isn't it?
Yeah.
Let me check this out one more time.
Oh.
About a meter off center from.
No, this is it. There it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna drop a pin on this. Let's see, high-pack survey.
Yep.
What's the depth right here?
I do like the shape too.
631.
Yeah.
631.
Does look a little promising.
Actually, plus 53 meters. So 50. Herc is 53 meters above bottom. So
81.
680,
84. 684.
Oh, look at that return. You got a shadow. Well, that's interesting.
It's coming up a little higher.
Come up a little higher on Hercules.
No, we're okay.
No. I'm saying the feature itself on its outer edge.
I will right now. Like a top-down view?
Yeah. Yeah. Weird.
That is interesting.
Huh. Doesn't look so much like a ship or anything.
No, piece of debris of some sort. Can you measure a width on that?
Honestly, I don't use this too much.
It's okay.
And I don't want to pop out of
Sure.
Right.
No.
the plan view in this move. But I'm going to mark the edge of this.
Okay.
And then I think we know the start and stop. Okay. So we have the beginning and the end. I'm going to go ahead and hold the ship here.
Yeah, I mean, what do you want to do with this? Does
And
this
then we
look like
can
a
talk
boat?
about
No,
Yeah.
but a piece of something.
Yeah.
Bridge nav.
Like a piece of wreckage, definitely.
Can we hold position here? So yeah, it doesn't look like a boat.
No.
I don't know if it's worth doing a Norbit survey on. If you want, we can.
I think if you're comfortable that it presents no hazard, we can get
go
into
look
visual
at it.
range, get an idea
Yeah,
what it is.
I think that's the move.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, let's.
I'm gonna have to come back this way.
You're gonna come back north, or?
Yeah,
or
I'm gonna have to come back the way we came because
Okay.
it's gonna pull us pretty far down. But let me just readjust.
All right, you'll have to keep us spread out, I think. Huh?
Yep.
If he's going to drive back the way he came, then we'll back up, and then we'll lower down on the northwest side of it, and then
Bridge nav.
we'll approach from
the
you can
northwest.
just come down,
Move
wrap around.
32 meters,
Yeah.
bearing 305. Yeah, it's about 3 meters off the seafloor.
Okay, so it matches Drix's survey, huh? Interesting. That's tall enough. It's pretty tall.
Yeah.
9 feet, 10 feet.
Yeah. So it's about 3 meters proud of the seafloor. The question was asked. Yeah.
Yes.
We got a turn into.
Got a what?
We have a turn in. We have one wrap on the 6/8.
Oh yeah. And one full tether wrap.
Yeah, that yours will come out if I come out. So,
Yeah.
So I think there's just been a couple of heading changes from the ship that we haven't accommodated for. So just watch that.
So I'm going to be about 15 meters to the south of the object.
You're what?
I'm about 15 meters to the southeast.
But you're working back, right? You're working back north.
Yeah. Well, how far up do you want to go?
Not too far. We don't go
Or
too far.
geologic layer too.
We'll just get.
I mean, the thing
We'll just
at
if
the
there's
straight
any
edge
line,
always.
I guess the risk is if
kinda-
there's any lines again.
Yeah.
But I doubt it. This looks like a piece of. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, a piece of something.
Something.
A piece of I don't know what it is.
So we'll go down and see. Maybe it's just a piece of like carbonate rock or something.
Yeah, it could very well be. I mean, that very, very straight edge kind of makes it a little...
Two sides with a straight edge,
Yeah.
pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, but right angles occur in nature too, so we're here to find out.
Yeah, I don't think we have to go too far. We'll just
I'm moving about 3
What-
more meters and I'll
What
stop.
makes me happy is whatever it is, Drix is able to see
yeah,
to see a feature that size
that's really good.
in
And-
in 600 and
And
something
we were
meters
able
of
to pick
water.
up it up here.
It was dead on. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
dead on.
Yeah.
Well, within, you know, I don't know where they marked this on that object because it's rather large.
So Mike, we'll come down and then you turn
Come
off
out.
to starboard. Oh,
Yeah,
hold on. I need
come
to.
out to starboard at a port.
Well, shoot, maybe. Oh man,
Okay,
it'd be nice if you were underneath me.
I think port will get the tether wrap out.
Yeah, it'll take yours out,
Yeah.
but it'll keep mine in. So that's okay.
Yeah.
So the 6.8 will have like double wraps as if I'm
Jacob,
That's something that they
do you
can
know if
work
it's
out
possible to do
before
a
we
screen
come
capture
back
on
up.
the Norbit screen?
But Dan will probably be coming in and those guys.
I
We still want
do
to test
not.
the ass
wanna
Okay,
thruster.
know how to
again,
screen
don't
capture.
jeopardize it,
Yeah, I guess
change
I-
it anything.
Yeah, I just don't want to mess
Yeah,
with
no.
the display
Sure.
itself. But I can move
Oh,
this.
I know how to do a screen capture.
Let me go to the ROVs. All right, I am steadied up more or less.
Yeah, I came back.
Okay.
Is that a good image for you?
Yeah, I got it already. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay, Mike. Let's. So you want to come down?
Yeah. Let's go ahead. Take
So
the
you-
Z-bias out. Okay.
It's just. Go.
Oh, nice. Okay.
All right, and then come on down, and I'll follow you.
Okay. Coming on down.
Move your. So give yourself a little. So you may want to back up a little and
Yep.
give yourself a little slack so you can turn around.
Yep. Back. Okay. Turning. Okay, coming down.
Keep coming down.
Yep.
So you're at 41. So you gotta.
You can see at this angle that part of it is raised quite a bit there.
Gotta bring your HD down a little. Oops. bottom, and we'll do paint out. Yep. Sonar looks good.
Should be right underneath you.
There's a squid for you.
Okay, you're
Okay.
13 meters off bottom.
Yep.
I'm going to stop here.
Okay.
Bottom in sight on yours. Trying to come up just a tad.
10 meters off bottom.
How do I talk to you? What are you on? Megan?
Okay, so
Sorry.
you're 10 meters off bottom. So
Yeah.
you got to keep your vert, huh?
my
Okay,
delta's
for
starting
those-
to
I know.
increase. Okay.
I'm keeping you tight because you're right underneath me.
For those who are following us,
So keep coming down.
Coming down.
the Drix during its survey had identified a small target that was en route to our trip to,
Okay. All right, not too fast. There you go.
Yep.
Just
there we go, something
here.
started coming in. It
no,
could,
no, back off. There you go. 5 meters.
be
Nice.
just,
Okay, you got
could
it.
just be a
Okay,
rock outcrop.
Sorry. Just making sure. Okay, it should be ahead of you somewhere. So yeah, it should be just ahead of you.
Okay. Coming forward.
Right? Are you?
Sorry.
Watch your vert.
Okay.
Hold it up. Yep.
Coming up. Okay.
Caper.
And target.
You got to maintain your depth, your
Yeah.
altitude, right?
I'm trying. Coming forward. Hey. 290.
Is that the bearing to the target? Okay.
Okay. 290. Okay.
Yeah, I don't think this will be a
Keep
ship.
pressing ahead.
This won't be a shipwreck here. It's either a natural outcrop or a piece of debris, one or the other. Oh, okay, stop poking. Yeah.
Okay.
Or it could be a rack outcrop.
Delta's at 2-3.
Yep, I got them because you're right underneath me, right?
Okay.
So I'm keeping you tight. Okay, yeah,
Hmm?
nothing, okay. Let's see. All right, so you can see on your sonar, it's just off to your right, just slightly. So just come to your port slowly. There you go. And I'm going to tilt up a little. Okay.
Okay.
Looks like a bunch of trash. Very slowly. Yeah.
It's like jagged metal somehow.
Yeah.
A lot of trash.
Airplane?
Hi.
There we go. Watch your out. Come down a little.
Coming down.
Just a little. Yeah. Okay, that's far enough forward. Just come down.
Okay.
So back up a little. Give it a little
Backing
back
up.
thrust. Keep backing up.
It's definitely hollow in there.
Yeah.
You see that curved hollow? I mean, if a tube of some sort right there.
I'm just adjusting your camera.
Okay. I was
Just
like,
keep coming down.
yep.
Okay, that's good. You always want to check your, you got to check your outs, tied on.
Okay.
All right, guys, what do you want to do here? Anything? Just move around a little?
Yeah.
Look at it? Okay,
So
just
try to see if we get some idea what
so
it
maybe
is.
lateral to your port, and then
Support.
take a look, see what's going on over
Okay.
there.
Okay.
Hey. Oh no. Oh man. Whoa. Yeah. So, we're at this unknown one. Yeah.
Hey, Tim, how are you?
I was gonna say. So it. Yeah, I was gonna say my. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, can we have the lasers on there, please? Yeah, so the feature is about 40 meters in its longest dimension that we saw.
I'm just gonna.
I don't know if it's...
Hey ROV, just a heads up, I'm taking the controller off of auto iris. It might go up or down for a hot second.
Okay. Yep. Okay.
Must be the hole.
Okay. 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 So. Back in.
Now that's an interesting suggestion, that thing sticking out.
Yeah.
Maybe that's a paravane.
I'm getting dragged. Yeah, I'm getting dragged around, Dan. Dan.
No, we just arrived.
I can't hear you at all.
Yeah, we're going to try to get complete coverage of the object, and the dimensions will be able to be reconstructed from that. As we said, it's about 40 meters in its longest dimension from our first pass with the sonar, and I think it was confirmed here. The highest part standing about 3 meters proud of the seafloor. There is this bracket that is sticking off of it, so and it looks like another long, see another long rectangular piece right next to it. Okay, May, I'm going to hand it over to you.
Sounds good. Yeah. Yeah, I have been. Yeah. No worries. Yeah.
Fuck.
Come up faster, Tim. Actually, hold that. Well,
We're just getting repositioned.
I'll come back closer to you, and you should be able to bring your heading around to the whatever that is, west, northwest.
All right.
was this airplane right there? Where was it, here or here? I don't know. Give me a minute here to get set up. Yeah.
Okay, gonna stop there.
Roger. Okay. You want to turn a little more and we'll get Herc and Tether in view?
Yep, you're still pulling on me. Okay, now you're pulling me away
What?
again.
Oh yeah.
I'm
okay.
actually going
yeah,
to...
You can come down, Tim.
If I flip fully around to the left, then I'll take out my 6-8 wrap.
Yeah, and my tether turn. So I have -1.5. We're not too bothered about 6-8 turns, but we are bothered about tether turns. So let's come around. I can never remember which way.
I think this is the good way. We'll see.
Yeah.
Numbers get smaller.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the good way. Wouldn't it be cool if there was an arrow for people who are dyslexic? And the numbers were big where you can actually see them without a magnifying glass?
Yep, that's going the good direction for both of them. I think that's the direction they were originally intending to spin around, and then it got changed enough that the auto heading decided it was going the other way.
You can come on around.
Alright, you're pulling on me again.
You gotta come down.
Coming down.
You're pulling on me.
Listen. Equal opposite.
That was a perfect opportunity for, what do you call in your OS?
Stuff?
Yeah.
Raw ship.
Huh?
Raw ship, I've been calling it.
Raw ship?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a perfect plug for raw ship.
Yeah.
You didn't even bite.
No, I heard it. It's just sleepy.
Too early?
Too early, yeah.
Speaking of too early, what do I do with my coffee? Okie dokie, let's make our delta 15. Now that we are appear to be on the safe side of
Coming down 15, got you in sight. You're not pulling on me anymore.
Hey, look at all that light. The 12-4 likes to drive around in the dog. So our tether looks okay, no whaps in it.
Got 0.7 on 6-8 and tether. I think we're good.
Come around a little more if you want. And I'll drop on down. Let's see, where's your camera? I'm going to tilt your camera up just a bit. I wink it. Right there. About. No, it's a little bit too much. I like to see the top of the float because that's where it hockles.
I was going to say we're shallow and the water is all full of stuff here, but it's probably been like that our last 2 watches, just wasn't looking at anything.
Okay.
All right.
Let's pause there for a second.
So.
All right, staying there.
Good morning, back row.
Good morning.
How are ya?
Yeah, doing great. How are you?
Too early to tell.
All right. So for this feature, the previous watch did not really circumnavigate it. We didn't really get images of diagnostic features. So we're going to want to do a nice movement around it. We'll probably turn the lasers on and off at different times to get some pretty images and some images that give us a sense of scale. And after that, we'll make the call whether or not we do a roomy and or a photogrammetric survey. But I'm thinking probably we'll just start with this visual survey, get some good imagery, and we've got a lot of experts ashore, our scientists ashore, that are tuning in and sharing a lot of information about.
We have a squidworm too.
Oh, sweet.
Jacob, zoom in. Sorry, me. It's a biology moment.
I'm all for the biology moment.
ROV, good to zoom?
Zoom in, zoom in.
Zooming in.
So if I get like 10 of these, will you make a highlight reel?
If we get enough. Just for you. I'll give it just to you.
Not for me. This is for the kids. That's good. Beautiful shot.
Wow. This one is really nice.
It's just sitting there.
Yeah.
Take my picture. I'm trying to get like 30 seconds of video, but I failed. Okay, sorry, May.
All right. So
you were saying?
Yeah.
Or you were rudely interrupted by a squidworm?
That's just fine. Squidworm can have its moment of glory. So when you guys are ready and comfortable,
We're ready.
Let's get down and do a circumnavigation, whichever direction you want to go around it. And we'll be taking some high-resolution digital stills and listening to our experts, and perhaps taking a moment to zoom in on a diagnostic feature, get a good image of it, and then keep going around.
Roger.
And then after that, we'll make the call if we do roomy or if we do a kind of photogrammetry survey.
You did not mention Norbit. Do we want to take a few minutes to Norbit while I'm up here at 13 meters? Is the what we're looking at on the screen right now, is that what they got?
Yeah, it's hard to. They said they went over it. It's hard to tell exactly.
Yeah, that's what I heard too.
It's hard to tell exactly if it's like survey quality or not without having watched or without having digging into the data.
Okay. Yeah.
So.
Larry told me that they already Norbited and that it should be fine.
Okay.
So.
Yep.
I would trust him, but if you whatever you're looking at looks.
We kind of typically we trust but verify. So there is some time to look at that data while we're poking around.
Yeah. So if you want to do that, that also could help. But let's go ahead and start with the visual survey.
I think this might be a barge because it looks like those two little tubes standing up are I don't know what they're called, but I see barges that have them.
Bollards.
Bollards.
Yeah.
Did Noel already note that we arrived at a wreck site?
Yes.
Okay. Awesome. Fantastic.
I'm just gonna try and give me a second here. I'm gonna try and turn on my manipulator lights. Manipulator lights. Engage.
So some of our experts are suggesting that this could potentially be the no bow. That pair of mooring bollards on the deck edge is what we're seeing.
Okay, Tim, you want to come down with me there?
Coming down to you?
Yeah. You can come right down and get a... So your tether's about to smack you in the face. If you turn your head to the left, that would be good. Look right at Herc. You might light up the site a little bit for us.
Turning to face you.
You'll have to come right down. Because now that we've adjusted our lights for this roomy business, I can't see below me.
Of unknown one.
Roger, lighting you up.
Roger.
Let's see, we got a little wavy bit on our tether right at the bottom of my camera. Is that all happy?
Yeah, looks happy. You can
A lot
come
of
down. You
trash.
need to come down quite a bit. Like,
Coming down more?
yeah, 10 meters down. I'm pulling on you now.
Yes, you are.
Faster, down faster. The suspense is killing everybody.
So
Chris, how about 10 meters north?
Bridge now, 10 meters due north.
Down faster, Tim. Down faster.
Down faster.
Yeah,
Coming,
I need
coming.
some leash. I'm going to come around to my left and put you on my tail. That should give us enough. Because right now, what's happening is we're 25 meters away from Atalanta, and we're both looking west. So that's making our tether tight. That's good on the delta there, but and tilt up so we can see the tether, please. And Herc.
Looking at tether. Ooh, pretty.
That's better. You can tilt up just a little more. That's good.
when you guys are settled out, if it's possible to get a little bit closer so we can get some better stills.
Well, of course, man. The reason I'm light years away is because if I try and get in closer while the tether's pulling on Herc,
right,
that I have to fight that, and so that I have to generate more thrust to hold the vehicle at some attitude. In particular, if Atalanta and Herc aren't lined up, especially if they're facing each other, but if they're sideways or something, it means I have to...
Ship is moving, so I'm coming towards you as well.
Yeah, you'll have to come up now as the ship moves forward. We'll keep Herc in view.
I think...
Yep, come up, look down.
There's
Don't worry about it. Come up, look down.
Coming up and looking down.
Yeah, I can see the tether in the aft cams. All right. Just see the top of it. Perfect, right there.
Whoever's tagging highlights in the back, could you tag some Atalanta highlights? These are great.
What kind of highlights?
Just from Atalanta's perspective, just of Hercules.
Roger. So,
okay,
when you tag a highlight in the highlight button,
I'm going to
stop there.
For vehicle, click Atalanta.
You can come back down a little bit. I'm going to come up and see if I can find some rope.
Yeah, like nice view of Herc over unknown wreck feature.
There's that certain distance where Herc starts to pop. You can see it's yellow. And come down a little more.
Coming down.
Somewhere between 10 and 15. I'm moving away from you now, and the ship is stopped.
So likely we won't see this, but because it's so overgrown, but there might be a number. If we see a number 32 somewhere on the wreck.
So what I'm going to do, May, I'm just going to do a... if I had a sonar... Dang it. Give me a second.
No worries.
You're bonking what?
My tether.
Okay.
The float's right in front of me.
Yep, perfect.
I'm actually going to tilt up to see, make sure it's... There we are.
Yep, so you can look back down. So I'm going to come away from you, which will pull the tether. We won't have to worry about it for the moment. So you can look right down. And we can also see that kind of, can we? No, never mind.
This?
Okay. Come down just a few more. 15 meters.
Feels a bit...
Okay, I'm going to, I'm going to slide to the right, kind of standing off.
Sorry, Dan, were you...
What the? I'm going to bring it down into the digital stills camera and hopefully get a sonar on it. That's annoying. We have 3 sonars and I can't see it in any of them.
Down to why am I moving in the wrong direction?
Oh, you're
That
killing
explains so many things.
Okay, I kind of see where they're coming from. The anchor on the side, it might be the,
Oh, something on the
maybe half, the other half is just buried.
Yeah. Yeah, if you want to note basically everything you're seeing on the sea log. And for the digital stills, I've got those. What would be great is if you could make sure you're getting lots of good screen grabs with the little one. Yeah. Awesome.
Okay. Give me a minute, May. I gotta.
No problem. I was just gonna ask in the meantime, could we put the lasers on just to start getting the scale of this section?
I'm gonna get the cameras. Hey, look, there's sonar. One. What a novel idea. Currently, I am 5 meters away.
All right. So, yeah, for all of our experts who are tuning in and providing a lot of helpful information, for anyone who's unaware, those lasers are 10 centimeters apart. Those 2 green dots are about 5 meters away, to give you a sense of scale for what we're looking at.
All right, Delta 15, cameras at 45.
Look at that Herc shot.
We're happy.
That's better.
That's perfect.
That looks great.
Bring your head to the left just a few degrees.
Oh, I just did.
At you.
Okay.
We haven't really moved since I took it, so.
Okay.
A few more too.
Centering Herc.
I'm using your lighting there to kind of maybe light
Right.
up in the distance if there's any.
No, it might actually be right. Look at this.
Looking ahead
You
of
got the 2 thingy-mabobs and then the anchor, like we were seeing.
Yep. And this is the Molson. Yep.
So if there's any.
Yeah, this New Orleans class.
Yep.
Ropes or anything in the distance.
What would that make?
You're probably going to pick them up there before I touch them, because Herc's lights will light them up, and I may or may not be able to see them in one of my 20 cameras up here, or may not be looking at it. But you might pick it up there. So.
Yep.
But we're looking at all the 2 of them. You're most likely to pick it up in, or this one or this one. Okay, would you like any close digital stills here?
Was that a question?
Yes, for you.
Yeah, it'd be great if we could get a little bit closer on some of these features.
Everybody, May said, can we get closer? So
as much as you're comfortable, I mean, don't push your limits, but
where I come from, if I'm touching them too close. There's some really beautiful biology here, and it looks like
like a
transmission or a motor or something.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
These basket stars and the barnacles are really, really cool. Some things making their home here.
Yeah.
That
So
a lot.
Digital stills camera is out of focus.
Yeah, it's not focusing very easily. Oh, there we go. That's a little bit better lighting.
And maybe.
We're kind of blowing out the top part.
Yeah, let me try and turn the famous midlights off. Is that better or worse?
It's a little bit better. I think it's somehow I think when you moved up, it helped.
Really?
Like just the vehicle slightly up.
Yeah, I'll float up a little and.
So, I took a look at the Norbit data.
Yeah.
It doesn't look great. So if we want to have Norbit data for this, we should probably take a couple minutes and just.
Yeah, we can Norbit on the way out.
Yeah, I mean, it's basic. It would take just a minute. It's pretty small.
At some point, I'm going to come up to
Yep.
change sides, and we may or may not move Atalanta to do that. So at that point, we can, I'll get you some data.
The Atalanta view is great right now.
All
Yeah.
right.
It's
So,
highlighted.
yeah, we'll definitely Norbit on the way out. That makes sense. So yeah, so we're just trying to figure out what this is. There's a lot of discussion that it could be a portion of a bow of a New Orleans class ship, and some of our experts are interested in seeing if there's a manufacturer's mark on the anchor flukes.
Yeah, I spotted an anchor down there.
Yeah, so we'll probably want to zoom on that with the Herc HD.
What confuses me is that I'm looking at the document from the expedition plan, and I don't see any more cruisers of New Orleans class that are listed as being sunk. And I'm not sure if that's just because this document doesn't hold all the records of all the ships sunk, or maybe this is, I don't know, but I think all the other New Orleans class have been found before, so I'm not sure.
So I think the theory is that this is just a portion of a bow that was lost, and not an entire ship.
Where were the rest of it landed, though? It had to be relatively nearby.
Not necessarily.
So it wasn't sunk. It was just blown off part of the bow. So I think they're kind of curious if that lines up with some of the historical records. This might just be this small portion of a bow that got blown off, but it's kind of
not too important, right?
It's hard to tell.
Let me open the I'll open the list of all the cruisers and see which ones have if I can find images of their wrecks or damage reports.
All right,
these lights are really killing me. I'm going to pause here and adjust my manipulators.
It's not the Vincent's.
Sounds good. And
I'm gonna pause where you can get some good digital stills here.
Great, and you can
see the
shut the lasers off at this point.
Lasers are OFF.
Some cool coral, or not coral, whatever that is.
Whatever that is.
Yeah, there's a lot of growth on this one.
Give us a minute here, man. It'll be worth it.
Yep, no worries. So, yeah, our experts ashore are kind of giving a little bit of context here that the USS New Orleans wasn't actually sunk. They steamed. Sorry? Yeah.
Some extra voices coming in the room. Yeah, so our goal here is to take a look, understand, could this be a portion? There are so many ships here, over 111 that were sunk during the 5 different naval battles across this time period. But in addition, as we mentioned, many others that lost portions of their ship. Bows blown off many cruisers, many ships coming apart into pieces in the just tremendous violence that's there. So as we know, a debris field can really spread out. So we're looking for those diagnostic pieces. Is this a Japanese vessel, Imperial Japanese vessel, a U.S. vessel, any clues we can find? So stick with us. This is a mystery. It was an unknown target picked up from our mapping data of Drix. And we're really excited to be able to investigate it further visually.
I'm looking at a wreck photo compared to an intact photo of the USS Astoria, and the Astoria is missing its bow, but didn't Frank say that the bow kind of landed on the stern? Was that the Astoria?
on Astoria, we saw the bow connected still, or flipped.
On the other.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
So the bow is not on the wreck, but it's still with the wreck.
That's right.
Alrighty.
Benson's, it's separated, but in the debris field.
Yeah, so, so the idea with the theory going here is that the USS New Orleans wasn't sunk, the bow was just blown off, and then they steamed back to the US backwards, literally in reverse across the Pacific.
That's right.
That must not have been fun.
So the bottom portion of the bow split off horizontally at the second deck is kind of what we were just seeing when we were looking just to the starboard side of the vehicle. So yeah, that's kind of the theory here.
Crazy story.
So I can't get my manipulates to play nicely. So unfortunately, since we have adjusted some of our lights, you're going to have some shadows and close to the vehicle there. I'll try and compensate. So.
There's another squid worm. Oh wait, that's not a squid worm. That's just another worm. Doesn't have sequins on it. Why do you guys think that there's a ton of plastic modern trash at this wreck in comparison to the other wrecks?
Winch adjustments.
Just really
let me
depends
know
on
and just do them really slow because
the current flows.
I'm up close here.
Where
any winch movements will
get
telegraph
washed
to Herc.
up.
If you make any winch movements, let me know first.
It really just depends on where things get drifted
or I'll tell
off
you
to,
actually. Yeah, I'll tell you if I need any, but if we communicate, then I'll know to expect them. Because if I'm like really close to something and you pull on the winch, it'll change Herc's heading.
Copy that.
I'm basically like minimal thrust all the way around here. I'm just gonna sneak around this side since that's our happy Atlanta position at the moment.
It's probably but that's clean. That needs some evidence. Wait, but we surveyed. There was no bow at the Vincent?
Looks like when the New Orleans lost her bow, that she lost her foremost turret with that as well. So maybe we'll find that in one of the adjacent pieces of wreckage.
Oh yeah.
That's exactly what some of our experts ashore are curious about. They'd like to see some of the pieces of the turret.
That could be a turret in the background.
So I think...
Oh yeah, it could be.
Looking out for a turret and also looking out again for that anchor and doing some zooms on both of those would be potentially diagnostic features.
Okay, I'm approaching the end of my tether there. I'm gonna come back.